5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
This is About Space, America's return to space, with news and information on our U.S. space program. Is your host of About Space, David Denault.
Welcome, and thanks for joining me today. I have one more very interesting story to share with you. Following our report on the Doomsday Clock and all that's been happening in Ukraine, About Space Today was contacted by a listener who said we should investigate the Doomsday Plane. And we did. News reports say that the day Russia invaded Ukraine, the Doomsday Plane took to the skies. And I'll share a special report next as America and the world is listening to About Space Today. Come to the land of orange groves and palm trees. Come to the land of theme parks. Come to the land of sunny beaches and the azure waters of the Atlantic Ocean. So come and visit Florida for lasting memories. Email us. Email david.ddcruiseandtours@gmail.com or call D&D Cruise and Tours at 877-747-8631 for your next family, cruise, or theme park vacation. Let us provide you your next visit with our travel experience, not experimentation. We are members of IATAN and CLIA. Email david.ddcruiseandtours@gmail.com. Serving the Southeast, traveler since 1985. Welcome back. While today's program may seem a little off focus, and yes it is, but I haven't seen any major news outlets say anything about the Doomsday Plane. And here's the rest of the story.
That National Airborne Command Operations Center (NAOC) is a key component of the National Military Command System for the President, the Secretary of Defense, and the Joint Chiefs of Staff. It was created so that in the event of a national emergency or an unthinkable scenario such as a nuclear war, it couldn't be taken out by the enemy. The reason is that this center isn't a place, it is a flying command post that could continue to operate even if ground command control centers were destroyed. The E-4B Advanced Airborne Command Center, fittingly known as the Doomsday Plane, is a militarized version of the Boeing 747-200, a four-engine, swept-wing, long-range high-altitude airplane that is capable of refueling in flight. The E-4 took over the mission of the EC-135 Flying Command Post aircraft in 1974, and by the mid-1980s all had been updated to the B models. As Defense Blog reported, at least one plane is always on 24-hour alert, 7 days a week with a global watch team at one of many selected bases throughout the world. The NAOC operations team is made up of joint personnel including airmen, soldiers, sailors, and Marines with a variety of specialties. Each of the aircraft are protected against the effects of electromagnetic pulse and feature electrical systems designed to support advanced electronics as well as a wide variety of communications equipment. There are also nuclear and thermal effects shielding, which can protect the aircraft in a true doomsday scenario. The Boeing E-4 was built to be a mobile command post for the President of the United States, even in the event of a nuclear war. It's designed to withstand the electromagnetic pulse of a nuclear explosion and remain completely intact. Because of this, it becomes known as the Doomsday Plane. On top of being essentially a flying bunker for the U.S. President, the aircraft is also part of the massive, behind-the-scenes contingency planning that goes into any presidential visit. When the U.S. President is visiting a city overseas using Air Force One, the Boeing E-4B is deployed to an airport near his destination, should immediate evacuation be required and Air Force One is not an option. There are only 4 of these aircraft used by the United States as part of a Night Watch program that ensures the President's safety. Bumps are becoming more common on the top of aircraft. They usually house Wi-Fi antenna for onboard internet, however, the Doomsday Planes is a step up from that. Given what the aircraft was built for, its bump protects a massive HF and satellite antenna for communications with the ground, even in, well, apocalyptic conditions.
a $232 million flying fortress called the Night Watch. And join Dawn Meyer this Friday for another America in Space program, and have your family and friends join us each week. Follow us on Facebook at aboutspace.today for launches and landings. And to all our listeners around the globe and here in the U.S., thank you for joining me. I'm David Denault, and this has been About Space Today.